thinking?
So slowing the thought down. No, I'm trying to think of some examples. If you're like one of the examples I saw in one of the videos we were talking about, somebody was like, it was like a group of girls in like white shirts and black shirts, and they're like, "Can you pick
Mhm.
out the amount of times the girls in white shirts passed the ball?" And they were doing that, and you really had to stop and focus and like pay attention to what was going on. And they showed the video a second time, and what a lot of people didn't realize that there was like a man in a gorilla outfit like in the background just like waving his arms,
The
and
invisible gorilla, yes, and that's
yeah,
that's also what is it? Inattentive or blah 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 blah. Something blank. Words. It's perception essentially. But what we're doing right now is But what it does call to the forefront is this slow thinking part of our brain. The frontal cortex part of our brain is not very good at multitasking or spelling thinking right.
The slower process is really going to gear towards an evolution of how you want to proceed or do, or deliberate, as we have on here, deliberate and logical process, where taking that mathematical equation that Anthony gave us earlier, I don't remember what the number was, 25 plus 7 or times 75. We're gonna have to stop and think, unless you know math like that. For me, I'm gonna have to stop and think and get out a piece of paper and do the math skills as I grew up with. It's gonna take me a little extra effort.
I could do it in my head. It's just gonna take.
that's still slow thinking.
But it's still slow thinking. Yeah, it's not like boom, boom, boom. It's not like.
So where does fast thinking and slow thinking come into play during coaching?
Well, I can tell you with couples, they are very reactionary with each other. Oftentimes they have resentments that are built, and that triggering with that amygdala hijacking process becomes very quick and efficient. The other side of that is what they're not doing is taking time and recognizing who they're speaking with, what the intention of the conversation is, how, like 4 agreements, don't take it personal. We're trying to figure out where we're going with this information. So I could see it definitely be part of that. Part of adding the system 2 versus the system 1, which they've probably done at home. System 2 is just let's talk about what the intention is and where you want to go with it. So it becomes much more of a process than an instant reaction.
As a coach, are you guys thinking that we utilize slow thinking, system 2, more, or should we be utilizing that more frequently than system 1? I understand as a seasoned coach, maybe some things become a little bit more autonomous to you. But do you guys think there's a benefit to one or the other? Maybe a mixture of both come into play?
I think it's system 2 mostly.
And I think it depends on what's going on, because in the example I gave you, we had to be in 1 to have a quicker response. In 2, you're going to have a slower response because you have to have a thought process that goes along with it for the most part, right?